Prince Abdul Mateen is the 32-year-old fourth son of the Sultan of Brunei. He comes from one of the wealthiest families in the world and has a personal net worth estimated at around $28 billion. But his wealth, status, and power are hardly the only things going for him. He is also very hardworking and dedicated to his studies, having earned both his bachelor and master's degrees from well-respected universities. Aside from that, he's also served in the military, represented his country proudly while playing polo in the Southeast Asian Games, and also founded his own boxing gym. As if all this weren't already enough, Prince Mateen is also known for his charm and good looks, one of the many qualities that, up until when he got married in 2024, made him one of the most eligible bachelors in all the world. He could have surely had his pick of just about any woman, but many people, especially those within Brunei, were shocked by who the prince ultimately decided to pick as his bride. He married the beautiful Anisha Rosna of the United Kingdom after reportedly first getting together in 2018. But their love story has certainly been far from easy. Let's get into it. Prince Mateen and Anisha's wedding.
Prince Abdul Mateen of Brunei and his wife, Anisha, opened the royal wedding season of 2024, making it one of the biggest weddings of the century.
The wedding of Prince Mateen was an incredibly lavish 10-day ceremony that was followed by people all around the world. It lasted from January 7th through the 16th and included everything from a 17-gun salute to some of the luxurious, expensive clothing in all the world. The most eligible man in Asia was finally off the market. The celebration was held at the Istana Nurul Iman, which is the official residence of the Sultan of Brunei. It also happens to be one of the largest palaces in the entire world. The wedding was a traditional Bruneian celebration showcasing the country's customs and royal traditions. It was a series of events that included various ceremonies such as the Berbadak ceremony, where the couple was adorned with ceremonial powders, and the Nikah, or marriage contract signing. The actual wedding reception was a very elegant event, with the bride and groom dressed in lavish traditional attire. Guests included family members, dignitaries, and other royal figures from around the world. The celebration featured elaborate decorations and performances embodying Bruneian culture. Overall, the wedding was an extravagant and traditional occasion that celebrated the couple's union in royal style. People from many walks of life and all over the world seemed eager to celebrate the love between the prince and his new bride, but sadly, Anisha wasn't always accepted with such loving and welcoming arms. Prince Mateen's past suitors. It has been a love story full of challenges for these two since the beginning. That is due largely because Anisha simply wasn't the kind of a girl that many felt that Prince should be with, despite her coming from a well-respected Brunei family with wealth and status. Many viewed her to be surprisingly ordinary. Some didn't view her as a worthy choice for Prince Mateen. Now, when it comes to Prince Mateen's past suitors, it is hard to do much of a comparison between these young women and Anisha. This is because there is simply not a whole lot that is public knowledge about them. Understandably, Prince Mateen likes to keep his private life very private and has always been very selective when it comes to what he decides to share and not share with the public when it comes to his love life. After all, he already had so many people watching and criticizing his every move. Why would he want the public's opinion on who he dates too? But that doesn't mean he was able to keep his romantic life completely out of the public eye throughout the years. Before he started seeing Anisha, he was romantically linked to Maria Phumlitlar, the former Miss Universe Thailand. Maria was the type of person that many people expected the prince to end up with. The Thai-Swedish beauty pageant title holder, model, and singer grew up in Thailand and the United States and is known for her diverse cultural background and fluency in multiple languages. Maria is also known for her academic achievements. She holds a bachelor's degree in international business and economics from the University of Stockholm and a master's degree in marketing from Erasmus University Rotterdam. In addition to her pageant career, Maria Phumlitlar has worked worked as a model and has appeared in various fashion campaigns and magazines. She's known for her advocacy on issues such as education and environmental conservation, and she uses her platform to raise awareness on important social issues. Maria's passion for environmental conservation and her other kinds of charity work are likely some of the many things that brought her and Prince Mateen together. The Prince has also been known to share a passion for giving back and has initiatives both within Brunei and internationally. His philanthropy focuses on a range of causes, including education, healthcare, and fighting poverty. While Prince Mateen and Maria kept their relationship out of the public eye, they were spotted at several of the same social events and were also linked on social media. Ultimately, though, their romance was not meant to be, and it was Anisha who won the prince's heart for good. Anisha's life and background. Public information about Anisha Rosner is shockingly limited, despite her being married to one of the most famous and influential young men on the planet. We don't know a great deal about her background or what type of life she was living before getting romantically involved with the prince, but what details have been revealed, including those that came in the form of full resurfaced photos, have earned her quite a bit of controversy and criticism throughout the years. We know that Anisha's full name is Dianku Anisha Rosner Binti Pingaran Satya Negara Pingaran Muhammad Yusuf. Yes, that really is her full name. She was born November 6th of 1994 in London. Her parents are Ivica Adam Kalabik and Sidi Miriam Isa. She is one of 4 children, including a sister and 2 brothers. Her parents divorced when she was younger, and her father had children from several other relationships, leading her to have 4 additional half-siblings. Like the prince, Anisha and the rest of her siblings were given a first-class education at the finest schools and universities. This began with her attending the prestigious Gerudong International School and later the University of Bath in the UK from 2013 to 2017. Her focus was European studies with Spanish and French. This is a woman with no shortage of interesting skills, hobbies, and talents. This is likely because her parents got her involved in a lot of different activities beginning at a young age. She can play multiple different types of musical instruments like the guitar, violin, and piano. She is also skilled in horseback riding and has spent a lot of time studying other cultures while abroad. From this limited information, you might be thinking that Anisha sounds like the perfect match for Prince Mateen. They are both, of course, of Brunei origin and practice the religion Sunni Islam. Their families have also been closely intertwined for many years due to the fact that her grandfather was the longtime advisor to the Sultan of Brunei, as well as a very well-known and prominent government figure. He worked as the Deputy Attorney General and later as the Deputy Prime Minister. He is also believed to be the founder of Royal Brunei Airlines. Due to her grandfather's powerful position and the fact that he worked closely with the Sultan, Anisha spent a lot of the time with the royal family while she was growing up and got to know Prince Mateen quite well. But they didn't officially begin dating until 2018. The public's criticism of Anisha. When Anisha and Prince Mateen were first confirmed to be in a relationship, she quickly became the victim of major scrutiny and quite a bit of cyberbullying. At first, a lot of young and impressionable people expressed their dislike for her simply because she was dating the person that so many of them were crushing on and wished they could be with themselves. They combed her social media profiles in search of any flaw they could find and were quick to voice their disapproval of everything from her personal appearance to her friends and her clothing style. Initially, like many young women, Anisha had a public Instagram profile where she liked to share little snippets of her life, including some of her adventures and favorite hobbies. One of these hobbies was cooking, and she enjoyed posting cooking videos to her personal page. But sadly, Anisha's days of being able to live a normal, ordinary life and post whatever she wanted on social media without thinking too much about it came to an end as soon as she became involved with Prince Mateen. People began digging up old pictures from Anisha's past that showed her drinking and smoking with her friends. Now, you are probably thinking, what's wrong with a grown adult woman going out and having fun with her friends? She's not doing anything wrong. And by most people's standards, you would be right. But the Brunei royal family is very, very traditional, and they do things a certain way. Drinking and smoking would certainly not be on the list of acceptable pastimes for a young woman who would one day become the wife of Prince Abdul Mateen. The Brunei royal family is known for its strong devotion devotion to Islam and values its reputation highly. When Anisha's past photos started coming out, it was quite a scandal. She was portrayed as a wild party girl, and this type of behavior was a major contrast to the type of expectations of the Bruneian public. This is a collective group of people who hold the royal family to a really high standard of religious observance and morality. For them, this type of thing would simply not do. And for Anisha to marry into the royal family would be like the end of the world. Many people thought that Anisha was far too distracted with going out and having fun to ever be a suitable partner for the prince. After all, as a member of the royal family, she would be expected to stand by his side and help him back very important decisions that would affect many different people. Anisha's critics didn't believe that she had what it would take to keep up with the royal duties that would be expected of her if she really did end up getting married to Prince Mateen. Because of this, sadly, a lot of people wanted to see their relationship fail. But it wasn't just the partying and smoking from Anisha's past that a lot of people had a problem with, it was the way that she dressed as well. Anisha has always taken a great interest in fashion and keeps up with the latest trends. In fact, she even has a fashion line of her own called Silk Collective. While out and about, Anisha would sometimes wear outfits that showed off her impressive physical physique. This involved revealing much more skin than much of the Brunei public was comfortable with. The royal family is expected to dress very conservatively and modestly. Showing skin the way that Anisha did when she was younger was considered inappropriate and tarnishing to Prince Mateen's reputation. We can only imagine how hard all of this must have been on not only Anisha but Prince Mateen as well. They were just beginning their relationship and were so excited about where their future was headed together. Yet, they didn't have the support of the public, and Anisha was constantly and relentlessly being picked apart online. Eventually, this led her to delete all of her social media profiles altogether. Prince Mateen and Anisha's love prevails. Despite how badly they were treated by the public, Anisha and Prince Mateen's love prevailed, and they persevered through all the challenges they had to face along the way. They finally announced the exciting news of their engagement in October of 2023 via Radio Television Brunei, which is the country's national public broadcaster. By the time of their spectacular wedding, some had warmed up to the idea of Anisha becoming Prince Mateen's new bride. But despite the fact that the couple doesn't experience the same level of criticism that they did in the beginning, that doesn't mean they have become more comfortable revealing their personal lives by any means. After their infamous wedding that was celebrated by people around the world, Anisha took on her new position gracefully and with quiet confidence. She takes her work seriously and is a dedicated businesswoman. Her royal husband does have a public Instagram profile, which is followed by a whopping 3 million people. From time to time, he shares public pictures of his beautiful bride as they take part in their royal duties, but they seem to be quite content enjoying their privacy whenever possible. It is not clear when these two will choose to expand their family, but children are definitely expected in the future. What sort of peek will the public get into that aspect of their lives? Only time will tell. Do you believe that Anisha has been treated unfairly throughout the years due to her past? Let us know what you think in the comments.